This is BBC News with the latest headlines for viewers in the UK and around the world. Novak Djokovic has taken off on a flight out of Australia after judges rejected the unvaccinated tennis star's appeal to stay in the country on public health grounds.
The orders of the court are: 1. The amended application be dismissed with costs.
Disappointment and dismay from supporters in Melbourne. Djokovic himself says he is extremely disappointed but will cooperate fully. Tennis Australia said it respects the court's decision. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer says Boris Johnson broke the law and should resign over a series of parties at Downing Street during coronavirus restrictions. The Conservative Party chairman Oliver Dowden says the culture in Downing Street must be addressed.
I think the facts speak for themselves. I think the Prime Minister broke the law. I think he then lied about what had happened.
People feel angry about what's been going on in Downing Street. I feel angry about what's going on in Downing Street, but the correct process now is to get to the full facts.
Australia and New Zealand are sending surveillance flights to Tonga after a tsunami triggered by an underwater volcanic eruption caused significant damage to the island nation. Hello and welcome if you're watching in the UK or around the world. Novak Djokovic has now left Australia after a court ruled the world #1 tennis player could not stay in the country, upholding the government's decision to cancel his visa. 3 federal judges dismissed his application, and the world's men's tennis #1 will not now have the opportunity to defend his Australian Open title. In the past hour, he was escorted through Melbourne Airport by security and his plane has now taken off. Djokovic says he is extremely disappointed with the court's decision to deport him. He was bidding to have the chance to win a record 21st men's Grand Slam title, moving him clear of Spain's Rafael Nadal and Switzerland's Roger Federer for the first time. Well, in the last few minutes, the flight carrying Novak Djokovic has left Melbourne for Dubai. It's thought he will continue on to Europe from there. The decision to deport Novak Djokovic ends an 11-day legal dispute over whether the Serb would be able to stay in the country and play. He'd had his visa cancelled when he landed in Melbourne on the 5th of January and was then detained in an immigration hotel. Although that decision was overturned on procedural grounds, the Australian Immigration Minister Alex Hawke cancelled his visa again on Friday. Andy Murray told the BBC he hoped the sport could move on from the saga and learn lessons for the future. The Association of Tennis Players, the men's governing body, said the decision marked the end of a deeply regrettable series of events.